Good morning, afternoon, depending on where you are. This is Rusty 78609, and we just came into Texas, USA. I'm trying to get the camera reasonably straight. And the time it was 11:06, and then we crossed the state line into Central Standard Time, and now it is 12:06. So, with that in mind, that means Beer 30 has to be moved to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Is that a problem? Nope. I still won't miss it. Anyway, guys, nice drive so far. Once you get to Texas from Capitan or wherever I was, once you cross the Texas border, hell, it's only 30 minutes to where I'm going to camp tonight. So I should be there around 12:30 or so. And that's good. I like to get there early because it gives me all day to piddle around, check stuff out, and then get loosened up for Beer 30. But anyway, just the average miles, my average speed has got a deal. You can check your average speed since you've got the vehicle. Well, since I've gotten this Class C motorhome, I got it December the 9th, 2020, I've averaged 38 miles per hour. How about that one? And I've got 6,738 miles on it right now. And that's that. That's the news for the day. Right now I'm clicking along at 57 miles an hour, which is warp 2 3/8 for me. But yeah, it's been a good trip. Temperature is 60 degrees. Got a wind we're going east, and the wind is from the south. We got a side wind, which is not horrible. It's just a 12 to 15 mile an hour wind out of the south. It says slower traffic, keep right. Well, I don't think anybody's going slower than I am, so I'll move over, not a problemo. But the interesting thing is, I crossed the state line. Are there any big changes? Nope. Didn't notice anything. Started to see a little cotton. That's all. Some cotton fields. Them old cotton fields back home. And boy, that brings back some memories. I picked cotton when I was a kid on a farm in South Texas. Yep, sure did. And but yeah, as far as the only change, if you took all the state lines away in the United States, the only change is the politics. That's it. That's the biggest change. Does that bother me? No. Life is good. I enjoy the crap out of it. And life to me is an adventure, and I intend to continue that as long as my little old body will let me. So I'm going back to Texas, or I'm in Texas now, headed to Llano. Well, actually, I'm headed to Buckhannon Dam because I've got a reservation at an RV park there. It's 14 miles from Llano, Texas. And I'm going to start building me a home as soon as I can get the builder going on it. And I've been going over it in my mind, some of the things I'm going to get. Well, that you got to do that. You got to dream. You can't just let the thing happen. You got to plan it and all that stuff. It's like going out for an evening on the town. Hell, half of it's getting ready to go, and the other half is the trip there. And then when you get there, poop. That's the end of that. So, but be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, today is Saturday, October the 16th, 2021. And this time next year, if all goes reasonably well and I'm still here, I'll be living in a 392 square foot home in Llano, Texas, on 2 lots that I own. And I hope that it goes well, and I'm happy there. I'll still have my motorhome, I believe. Why? Because I'll still take trips. I've had it nearly a year, and I've got about 7,000 miles on it. And this has been a busy year driving because it's been my only home. So I've moved around quite a bit. In the first couple of months I had it, I didn't even have another vehicle. I didn't have a tow vehicle, so I put a lot of miles on it. But I will probably average, as far as miles on the motor home, after I get the home built in Llano, probably 3,000 miles a year or less. in that range. I'll just take a few trips here and there, maybe come out to New Mexico. From Texas to New Mexico to Capitan's about 550 miles from Llano, Texas. And so, 1,100 mile round trip once a year, and then plus whatever else I do in Texas, that's going to be about it. And something else, I checked the gas miles per gallon. It's 9.8 on the vehicle, and that's it. When I did it manually, it seems like it was a little better, but it's 9.8, and that's pretty good, for a Class C motorhome tow and a tow vehicle that weighs about 2,500 pounds. And anyway, it's just been an interesting morning, and we are in Texas, and I'm sure you notice all the difference. None. There's more oil wells right here on the Texas-New Mexico border. That's one thing. And something else I'll mention, whenever you're driving, traveling, no matter whether you're in an RV or towing an RV or just taking a trip in your car, if you're taking a long trip and you're driving for hours, one of the things you might consider doing to make your trip more enjoyable is take you some liquid tears, little eye drops that are just basically water, but they're a little better than just water. Don't just put water in your eyes. But anyway, they're called liquid tears, real inexpensive. You can buy them at Walmart, little bottle things. And but after you've been driving for an hour or two or a couple hours, put a couple of drops in your eyes, because your vision is dependent on your eyes staying moist at your eyeball. And as long as you're young, you don't have any problem. But as you get older, your tear ducts start to get smaller, and everything goes to hell. Actually, not just your tear ducts. But so add some liquid tears to your eyes every now and then, and it'll help you see a little better and enjoy your trip better. So what else can I tell you? I guess it's good to be back in physical Texas. It's home. I've been living here for 76 years, so I'd say it's interesting. But as far as change, another thing that changed. See, Texas, there's no mask mandate in Texas. In fact, they're going to make a state law in Texas that you cannot be required to take the shot or wear a mask. That's an individual choice. And I totally agree with that. And then somebody's going to say, well, then you're interfering with my choice. And then you get into that circular argument that just goes down the toilet. And I push the handle and flush it right away. I still do me, you do you, we're good to go. So here we go. We're headed towards Plains, Texas now. And when they say Plains, look around you. This is the high plains of Texas. And when they say high plains, I think the elevation of Plains, Texas is close to 4,000 feet. But living out here, woo dog, man, you get dust storms. There's, I don't know about tornadoes so much in this area, but I'm sure they get them. Probably a little hail too. But no, this area out here, wind or weather-wise, can be pretty rugged in the spring and the fall. When the seasons are changing, the weather can be a little rugged out here. Yep, because there ain't nothing to stop the wind. Hell, they had close to Lubbock or west of Lubbock, there was a railroad track that goes over a little bridge, and a gust of wind blew two train cars over off this bridge. Yeah, how much wind does it take to blow a railroad car over? A lot. So, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into Plains. Y'all want to see Plains, Texas? Well, you will here in just a minute, because I see the water tower way up there. So we'll drive through Plains, Texas. Let me see what we got here on time. It don't matter. Shit, I don't care if the damn video goes 4 days. Yeah, we're only about, from Plains to the campground that I hope to find a site, which I may not, because see, this is one of those free sites that people are aware of now, because I open my big mouth and other people have too. And now you got the snowbirds migrating from north to south, the people from up north, and there's nobody that'll pinch a penny more than a snowbird. I promise you that. they're as tight as I am. So they're looking for that free camping and stuff. But it's supposed to be just for one night. So I'm hoping that, if I get there around lunchtime, that the people that were leaving will have already left, and I'll kind of catch what I call the shift change, and I'll be able to slide in and find me a spot. Another downside is it's a weekend. This is Saturday. This is when everybody goes to the park to take their kids to do things. They've got a little pond there, I don't think they can fish in it or swim in it. It's just a little pond where people can look at it and see the ducks and stuff. But it is a nice little park. It's called Yoakum County Park near Denver City, Texas. And that's where I'm headed. It's got water and electric, no dump station that I know of. It may have one, I just don't know about it. But it's for one night it's free. And in Brownfield, Texas, which is about 15 miles away, they have another city park with free camping, and I think you can stay there 3 nights. And it's usually busy for that reason, because people take advantage of that. And in fact, the problem is they not only take advantage of it, they abuse it. You know what I mean? People will move in there and just hope nobody runs them off. And that's life, man. It's just like people that move into Walmart parking lots and crap. Then that spoils it for everybody. A few bad apples spoil the whole barrel, I guess. But who cares about that when we got the good times are coming? I'm building a house. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Everything gonna be all right. And there's oil wells around me pumping that $80 a barrel oil everywhere. I mean, if you were getting a royalty check from an oil company, every time you saw gasoline prices go up, you just smile because you're just making more money. Oh hell, there's people that get millions out of this every month, and it's just pumping crap out of the ground, that Mother Nature stored there thousands of years ago. It just happens to be under their property. Yeah, you got a lot of people around Odessa, Midland, out here too, Plains, Texas, Tatum, New Mexico, Denver City. Yeah, you got a lot of oil millionaires. They say they're ranchers. Yeah. They get 10 head of cattle, so they can get an agricultural exemption for taxes, and let those oil wells pump. But these are pumping out here. See that big old boy over there lifting his arm? Pump jack. And it looks like gasoline's probably going to end up around $4 a gallon or so. But fortunately, I won't be driving the RV that much, so I'm not worried about it. I just put in 25 gallons of gas, and it was $77. That was in Roswell. Yeah, but that'll get me almost all the way to Buckhannon Dam, 500 miles. So Plains, Texas, guys, you're going to get to look at the big city of Plains. Ain't you going to be so excited? Yeah, we're going to take 82 up here to the right, I think. Okay, start slowing down here, jet man. It's a funny thing, gasoline at that last little town I went through was cheaper than Roswell. We got to go to a red light here somewhere. They're so proud of their gas, they don't even have the price posted. I got to get in the right lane. They got a pizza shop with a drive-through, but it ain't open. You got a Family Dollar, ain't that exciting? Chavez Tires. Everybody go to Chavez Tires and get them a full set of tires. They got a school here on the left and a museum. How about that? Got a senior center. Lunch served 11 to 2. I ought to go there. Let's see if the time has changed on my... Yep, it has. So yeah, we crossed the time change. Well, they got a little Lowe's grocery store. That's kind of handy. So Plains, Texas, men, ladies, might be a place for you to live. Gets a little windy out here, kind of like Carrizozo. This is High Plains. High Plains. This red light up here, I take a right and head south. right into the wind. Fortunately, I only got to go about 10 miles. And then I'll get up in the morning and I'll travel early because the winds don't pick up till around 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'm usually getting close to my destination by then. We got a Dairy Queen, which is a place to go get hamburgers and stuff. Got a motel. Things are picking up. Yeah, the oil patch is doing pretty good because prices have gone up. And I don't know if they're drilling a lot of new wells or not, but they're probably going back and working over some of these old ones that they've shut in. Yep, we got to go right here. Gasoline here shows to be, well, it's the same as it was in Roswell, $3.19. I got it for $3.09 in Roswell, though. Okay. So here we go south now. And we're headed right into the wind, but it's not too bad. I see those flags there, and they're not blowing straight out. So now that y'all have seen planes, it's 15 miles to Denver City, 35 miles to Seminole, Texas. And, you know, I turned on my right blinker, and the tail light blinks, but the front doesn't blink. Why? I don't know. I just replaced the bulb. But having said that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down so I can prepare to land at Yoakum County Park here in a minute. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you 1 penny. And if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? You know what I mean? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best you can because it's yours. So guys, adios amigos, till next time. Bye-bye.